Let me start with something that I hear a lot of founders say, that is B2B events are a complete waste of money, effort and time. I get it. You attend an event, you exchange your visiting cards, try to meet as many people as possible, you try and maybe even pitch during the events. You see senior executives unwilling to engage and just walk past by. At the end of the day, it feels like, why did I invest in this event in the first place? But here's my take. If done and executed properly, events can be that one medium that can get you 10x, even 20x ROI on your investments. I have personally sponsored large format events, even like Gartner Symposium, where we have been able to get 20, 30 times the return on investment. In today's video, I am going to share 5 key principles that will help you change your mindset on how you approach events and how you execute them, so that even you can generate 10, 20, 30 times the ROI for your investments in B2B events. Your investments in events should be backed by solid clarity. First, you need to be sure why you are going to sponsor or attend an event. What is the purpose behind it? Are you looking at creating some kind of brand awareness amongst people who have never seen or heard about your brand? Are you looking at generating certain pipeline by inviting people from your target accounts to attend the event, to be able to show them certain demo, have some talks around the product, the industry, the challenges? Or you're looking at generating access or getting access to senior decision makers from accounts where there are deals already in progress. That is, accelerating deals already in motion. Without clarity on the expected outcome, you will just end up wasting money in sponsorships or by attending event. Without clarity on the purpose, it will be difficult for you to measure the outcome and really articulate how this event has helped you or is going to help you reach those outcomes. If you don't define the outcome and are not clear about the expectations, then all that this event will do is facilitate maybe some conversations over coffee or at best some selfies with some senior individuals. But it will not give you the desired outcome. Now that we have understood the purpose and clarity and the type of events, let me break down each type of event and what it can and cannot do and how you can approach it so that you can maximize your ROI, your investments. Number one, you can choose delegate when there are limited budgets or no resources available for you. But just blindly attending without any agenda will not give you the highest return. One hack that has worked for me is to really find out who are going to be the key speakers. Are people attending the event? Are they posting about whether they're attending those events on LinkedIn, for example? So I would typically go to that events page or go and follow that hashtag to see if people are posting, and then reach out to the ones whom we are interested in meeting over in mails. A lot of time, be ready for rejection or people not replying. It is not mandatory for them to reply and confirm that they would want to meet you on site. It all depends on the way you are able to craft a message, giving them a strong enough reason to have an on-site meeting with you during the event. So craft your message accordingly, giving them a good reason to connect with you. One thing that has helped me is asking for referrals or warm introductions from our mutual connects. More often than not, when you have a warm introduction by a mutual connection, it significantly improves the chances of the person at least agreeing to have a word to meet rather than simple cold outreach. One thing to keep in mind, keep the agenda very clear. Remember, it's all about what's in it for them and not what's in it for you. Priority number one should be building rapport and getting invited for a one-to-one meeting or a conversation with their team. Next up, I am going to share some more details on how you can approach sponsored events. In my experience, we have got maximum ROI when we have sponsored large format industry events like even Gartner Symposium. The key thing to keep in mind is not just be the sponsor and expect the agency, the execution team to do everything, but be in the driver's seat. When sponsoring, we just didn't rely purely on taking some booth space and setting up some demos. We always opted for hosting a limited dinner for, let's say, 10-12 delegates. These delegates were chosen from a select set of big accounts where we wanted to create inroads or accelerate deals that were already in motion. By having a one-to-one man marking in these sponsored lunch, dinner or cocktail conversations, you are able to set up some time where you can have one-to-one conversations with senior leaders from the organizations that you are targeting. In our case, it helped us on two fronts. By inviting people from accounts where we already had deals in progress, we were able to get access to senior folks who were otherwise inaccessible. The purpose was not to discuss the deal, but to build a rapport between the leaders on both the sides. Having had those one-to-one conversations, getting to know each other, understanding each other's perspective, helped us in building a rapport, and the outcome was that we got invited to visit them, their office, and present our cases in front of a larger audience, which was facilitated by the senior leaders after having spoken to us at these events. Point number two, just having a booth is not the end goal. The idea is to get as many people to visit your booth, to engage with you, to strike conversations with you. And in order to do that, your booth design, the design of the overall experience matters a lot. A few years ago, we had participated in an e-governance summit where we were selling mapping solutions. Boring topic, right? But how do you attract audience when there are, let's say, 20, 25, 30 other different booths already operating in that event space? Well, that is where we designed a simple experience of putting up a large bullseye and having a set of bow and arrow with us. We simply asked the booth visitors to take their shot at hitting the bullseye. Here, there was no product pitch, there was no presentation or big slides to be shown, but a simple point to be conveyed that we are offering data with the highest accuracy. This kind of experience drove a lot of excitement where we have seen senior ministers, IAS officers, bureaucrats all lining up just to take their shot and compare whether who was able to hit the bullseye. Now, these kinds of experiences, experiments will help you draw the audience to your booth, and then it is up to your team, which is manning the booth, to strike conversations with the relevant individuals, with groups of people, and strike some rapport. Have those conversations that help you get invited for a subsequent meeting or a conversation or even a quick coffee chat in your dedicated meeting space. So that is point number three, that for such conversations, always have some meeting place booked in advance so that the moment there is someone who's interested in having a conversation, you don't just keep them talking at the booth, but rather facilitate a one-to-one conversation in an area that is conducive for such discussions and which offers the right kind of ambience in a crowded event. So ensure those one-to-one meetings are happening in rooms where there are no distractions, and all the relevant material that can help you during the conversations, be it your presentation, be it your demo, be it your collateral, is available immediately to be shared with the visitor. So there you have it. Create experiences that feel exclusive, VIP, invite only, and that gives the senior audience a reason and encourages them to be part of this exclusive invite only group. So let's wrap this up. To summarize, when you're starting out early, attending as a delegate might make sense. When you have the budget, ensure that you're sponsoring the right event where people from your target accounts, leaders, decision makers are going to be participating, and by sponsoring the event, you're giving yourselves a chance to get in front of them, to have some conversations on site, and most importantly, build a rapport, build relationship that will help you get invited back to their office for more focused conversations around business challenges where they could potentially see you as a vendor, a partner who could help them in solving their challenges. Do share your challenges, struggles in the comments, and I'll create a follow-up video where I'll share how you can address those concerns, challenges. And if you found this video to be helpful, do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Here is where we create content that has applications in the real world and not just theory.